Let's start with a stretch. And down. Okay, now you try. See how those big breaths just weigh them down?
Peep this. The industry in which I work, our client base is hospitals. And one of the hospitals that I'm in the process of trying to acquire as a client is CHEO, C-H-E-O. That's Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario. That is Canadian. Excuse me. When you're in the process of trying to acquire a new hospital, a new client, I should say, it's a good idea to learn about them before you have your sales call. So I go on their website and open it up, and something catches my eye. In the top left-hand corner or somewhere on their page, it shows that they run an annual charity event, but it's a cycling event where people come and ride their bikes for different increments of distance, and it raises money for cancer. Well, guess what it's called? Yeah, CNCycle. That's what it's called. I nearly shit myself when I saw it. I couldn't believe it. They even got a cool looking little logo. And they do it in various locations. And guess what? That was really close. I almost hit their mirror. Yeah, it's been going on for a number of years. It's been around longer than I have. I mean, this persona has, I should say. So, hopefully they don't ever find me and try to sue me. My first bike was an F800. My first bike was an F800 GT. Yeah.
My first one too.
Is it?
About 3 weeks old.
Oh, so you're a brand new rider.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I like it, man.
Good.
Put about 900 miles on it so far. Good bike.
Yeah, it's great. Well, ride safe. Anyway, I thought that was funny, but it's not what I wanted to talk about. I have a gym where I live, and I go to this gym a few days a week before I go to work in the morning, pretty early. And there's a guy that's there almost every time that I'm there, and has been. I don't know if he's on the same schedule as me or he just happens to work out every day, but he's there about the same time as I am and has been for a couple of years now, really, so quite some time. And even though I have never spoken a word to this guy and I don't know him, I don't want to say hate because that's a strong word. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. Let me explain. But first off, I've been thinking about talking about this for a long time, but I put it off because it kind of makes me seem like a dick. Because it's kind of dickish to not like someone for really no reason. But this is my topic, and this is what I want to ask you guys. This guy comes in every day. He's a big dude, overweight dude, big kind of oafish looking guy, 6'4", 6'5", kind of a big guy. And he wears the exact thing, the same thing, every single time that he comes in. It's this long-sleeved, red workout shirt and these gray workout pants and these New Balance shoes that look like they were made in 1977. I know it could be worse, but that's just the beginning of the annoyance. So he comes in, and for 2 years, he has done the same workout over and over and over and over again, cloned every day. He gets on a treadmill for 25 minutes exactly. Okay, first off, I gotta give you this guy's age too. He's probably in his early 40s, maybe 41 or 42. And he's just, God, he works out like an old Asian woman. I know that sounds semi-racist, but that's the best description I can give it. he gets on the treadmill, and I have to give you visuals, and he power walks. This guy's fully capable of jogging or running, but he power walks. And then he does, in sequence, and I could time it to the minute. I've memorized this, by the way, because I've been watching this guy just seething over the last couple years. The same moves, and I have to give you visuals. But first, the first one, the one I hate the most, I call high walking hands. This is what it looks like. There's that one. And then, after that, he does the crossy arms. It looks like this. And he alternates which arm is on top and which arm is on the bottom, which just bugs me that much more. Like that's doing something. And then there's the shoulder shrugs. So he's doing this while he's power walking, mind you. And here's the shoulder shrugs. Okay? And then last, but certainly not least, this one might be my favorite. And this is how closely I watch this guy, which makes me look like a creep. But this is what I do on the treadmill next to him. I'm just watching him just oozing with while I'm watching. He does wrist twists, or I don't even know what you call them. This is what it looks like. Oh, and there's no logic behind it. I just can't stand him. I just want to strangle him. And then at the end, the last 2 minutes of his 25 minutes, he slows the treadmill down, grabs onto the bar in front of him, and does these really long strides, like he's stretching himself out after doing this grueling workout. Meanwhile, I'm running on the treadmill next to him, just fueled by completely incoherent and just I don't even know. I can't even. I'm lost for words. I'm at a loss for words. Then he gets off the treadmill and he does his weight routine. And let me tell you what this consists of. I don't have any videos for these, but you've seen enough. Look, I'm no physical trainer. I'm not in super great shape, but I know a couple of things. He goes around to all the machines. See, this is what happens when I start vlogging and I get really into what I'm talking about. I slow down. And I end up riding slower than the cars. Anyway, he goes around to the machines and essentially just does everything completely wrong. He'll go up to the pull-up bar machine and put it on like 40 pounds. And then you're supposed to do a full range of motion, right? All the way down below your chin, and then extend your arm all the way so your elbows are unlocked. He pulls it down about 4 inches and then just does this. I mean, I am not exaggerating. The travel is 4 or 5 inches. And then he moves over to the curl machine, and you're supposed to, it has that pad that you rest your triceps on and you pull it up. Well, you're supposed to put the seat really low. So that pad is coming up almost to your neck. So you're really not helping yourself do the curl. Well, he raises it way up, so he's hunched over the pad, and then barely bends his arm, completely bends his arms, and then just moves it back and forth. 4 or 5 inches with 40 pounds. And then the worst one, and then I'll stop, is the crunch machine. Again, you're supposed to put the seat low so the pad is hitting you square in the chest or above. So most of the weight's up there, so it's got the most resistance, right? So it's the biggest fulcrum. Well, he puts it low so it's sitting on his gut. And then he takes his hands and puts them on the back of his legs and pulls. It's supposed to work out your abs, and he's cheating using his arms. How does this affect me? It doesn't affect me. Not at all. It has no, but maybe because it's the morning and I haven't had my coffee, but I just can't stand him. I just want to strangle the guy and just tell him he's doing everything wrong, and he might as well be at home sitting on the couch eating bonbons and watching Days of Our Lives. I haven't had a good rant in a while. It's ironic that I'm doing this during sunset. This beautiful ocean and crashing surf next to me. What a spoiled little brat I am. In the comments below, tell me I'm a jerk off and I'm way out of line, which I already know I am, or validate me by telling me your story of why you can't stand someone even though they've never done anything personally to you or affected you negatively in any way.